Hey, Astro's Flame back, bringing you a historic deck tonight. This is mono red aggro, although as I sometimes say in stream, burn, but it's not traditional burn. This is an entirely aggro focused deck with literally only one spell in Bone Crusher. So what do we look to do with this deck? Well, before I get into that like and subscribe button and that bell notification button to stay up to date on all the latest MTG Arena and Commander content, let's get into the deck. So this is basically mono red aggro. You are creature based, you are quick attacking, and you are looking to get in Embercleave, do some big damage. My friend Uncle Russ and I have been jamming this list in Historic and Best of One. That's what it's suited for, just for some quick, efficient days for climbing when we don't feel like playing anything mid-range or control. What do we got going on this list? Well, we have a new card that came out in the Jumpstart Historic, the Reckless Ringleader. The key mechanic Perpetual. Perpetual is give a card in your hand, or a card on the field, and that ability sticks. You'll see it on a few things like Davril's Withering, but in this case, Reckless Ringleader is we give a minion in our hand haste forever, no matter where it is, graveyard, deck, hand, whatever. It's always got haste. The little bonus of this is this 1/1 has haste, so not only are you going to give something in your hand haste, you're going to attack in for one on turn one, which is pretty sweet. We have the 4 of the Fervent Champion. This is just a great card. Equipping is free, so you know Embercleave's already on the field. Equip for free, attack in, it's great. We have 1 Fanatical Firebrand just because. Goblin Pirate. Plus it hits for 1 damage and it has a little effective dude if you need to get in some removal. In the 2 mana slot, how could we not? Burning Tree Emissary. We're in red. No, it's red-green. This is a free mana 2/2. You get lucky in your draw and you play 3 of these in a row, and then you can go into like a Robber of the Rich, or you can go into a Boiling Vortex. You could even Stomp. Possibilities of what you can do with that 2 mana are not endless, but they're pretty useful. Now, the Boiling Vortex, we're running a 4 of this. Right now in Best of One, there are a lot of decks that play free spells from the graveyard. Vortex kind of stops that in the sense that whenever they play a spell without paying its mana cost, like 5. So if you can get your opponent down to 10, they go to do like a Dragonstorm or Reanimate, and they get those copies and cast. I hate to say it, but your opponent's dead. You're going to take Den. That feels awesome. Robber the Rich is in there. It's a 2 mana haste. We steal the top card of our opponent's deck. We get to play it itself. Fantastic value engine. Bone Crusher, we briefly touched on. Stomp is good for creature removal, also effective against 9 lives decks, since you can stomp and then damage can't be prevented for that turn, so you can swing in for lethal. Anax is just a beast. This thing is got attack equal to the devotion on your board. Partner this with an Embercleave, a Torbrand, a Chain Wielder, you're talking Anax for lethal. And it makes tokens, which attack, which is great. And when creatures die, they make tokens, so even better. Board generation. Chain Wielder is an effective board clear spell. Creature spell. Comes in, deals 1 damage to each of your opponent's creatures if you're facing off against an elf deck, a little weenie deck, or something along that effect. That 1 damage can be very strong, but when you partner with Torbrand, that 1 becomes 3 very easily. So, hitting for things for a lot more. And obviously, leading into Torbrand, since we just mentioned it, why wouldn't we run Torbrand? Whenever a red source in particular would deal damage, it deals that much plus 2. All of our stuff hits for 2 extra damage, even our Roiling Vortex. Not just on that 5 damage ping, but on the continual upkeep of 1. So suddenly, our opponents are taking 3 to our only upkeep of 1. And of course, believe in the cleave. We're a bunch of believers, so we need to believe in our Embercleave. We have a 4 of, so we can just throw it on a minion and hopefully get in for either a lot of damage or the killing. Lastly, in the mana base, we are rocking in 2 Castle Empress. We've got 2 Den of the Bugbear. Makes a minion, attacks in, always effective. This buffs our board, mountains, because we need to play our spells, and 4 Raminette Ruins for that final sort of 2 damage chip when we need to get in there. I hope you give this deck a shot in the Best of One Historic. Let me know what you found with it and how you like it. And like I said, friends, remember to hit that like and subscribe button and the bell notification. Stay up to date on everything Arena and Commander. Keep believing. I'll catch you next time. All right, let's get in with some mono red tonight. Testing out the Best of One. The big thing with mono red is we are the Embercleave package here, right? So we only have 1 land in this mono red aggro list, focusing on Cleo. I think I'm gonna mulligan. I like this a lot better. I think I just want to put the Chain Wielder away, or the 1 Reckless Ringleader. We're gonna go Reckless Ringleader on 1. We have the Burning Tree Emissary haste, and our turn 2, we're basically going in for 5 damage, which is pretty sweet. The nice thing with this list is like the aggressive kind of nature of what we work to get. So we're quick to the ground, quick to attack, and hopefully this Robber of the Rich is going to really disrupt our opponent's board as we're putting in some big damage. Alright, so we stole an island. That's fine. Opponent looks like it's just Azorius control. This might just be a very quick game for us. Okay, opponent's down to 6. Taking away their other land. They are actually Esper. But I think this is just lethal. We have 6 damage on board. They'd have to force a removal now. Down to 4. Detention deputy's fine. Sure, that's fine. Steal another land. Next to combat, see what they block, and they concede for the win. So the nice thing with this list is really the aggressive power of what it can do. We're dealing with a tap land. I have 2 cleaves. We have the Chain Wielder. I'm not liking what we're getting into here. I think turn 2 is too awkward for us. I'm not going to be outputting enough damage. This I do like more. We just get the win on that concede. So the opponent knew. Okay, we have 4 lands here. We can Crusher and have Vortex on 2. If this was a reanimation deck, Vortex is very nice. I don't mind going in on a little bit of a slower start because of the continual damage from the Vortex, and Chain Wielder can be a really nice cleanup against the token deck. I'm gonna keep. Test it out. We're gonna go turn 1 mountain. We'll do turn 2 castle, hold back the Raminap. If we get to enough lands, the Raminaps are an effective 2 extra damage each on the swing. Alright. This does vampires. Oh, slivers. Oh. Slivers kind of changes my notion of it, so I think we're just gonna get rid of the mana weft sliver over playing the Roiling Vortex right now. I want to take away their mana source. Embercleave will be nice if we get our creature to stick. We're just gonna play out Chain Wielder. In hindsight, I might have been better to play the Bone Crusher out there, but it's fine. Energy, leaving sliver, sure. So we get another. We're just gonna play out Bone Crusher and we'll attack in for 3. But our opponent is 17. Now we do have the Embercleave follow coming on this turn. And the Aether. I'm curious about. Oh, the first sliver. Oh dear. Oh dear. No blocks. Might still be okay though. See what opponent blocks. We do lose our Bone Crusher. We do take it out, but we're gonna take 12. So that was a little unfortunate. No other creature fallout though, so that is good for us. I think we're just gonna be playing in our other Chain Wielder here. And I'm gonna opt to play in the Robber. And work to sneak in for 2 damage. Nice, we take a mana weft sliver, so we at least disrupt top deck a little bit. Opponent can't attack unless they have a haster. Oh my goodness. Okay, slivers have unearthed, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Slivers don't, well, that has haste. Yeah, that's just kind of lethal. Well, so they kind of got the best draw there. We're gonna concede that. So if I had to held back, it would have been to hold the Robber back on that one. Good position. I probably did a misplay on the sequence of how I did my ordering, but it's fine. We're gonna keep. I don't have a turn 2 play, but I have double Chain Wielder. So turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, turn 5. This can lead me to deal with initial boards, deal with problem boards, have a big threat that lets me do damage, and this is just early board state. So, don't hate it. If I was to draw a Robber of the Rich or draw on a Bone Crusher Giant, that'd be really nice. I could definitely go for that on here. I think we're just gonna play out the Den of the Bugbear. Maybe we get our Reckless, our little 1/1 haster. Who, fun fact, is actually a rogue. So when you have any cards exiled with Robber of the Rich, the little Reckless runner will trigger to let you play that card since it's damage dealt with a rogue. Fun facts and interactions with it. Opponent might still be deciding on mulligan here. Or AFK. I'm kind of hoping it's a decision on mulligan. Versus being AFK. Don't get me wrong, free ones are nice, but Magic's game, right? We like to play. At least the telling part is we don't see any companions, so it kind of narrows down some of the list. Like if I saw Lurrus, this could have been Arcanist, it could have been Enchants. A Gigantha might have signaled that it's sacrifice or gen food. Our favorite elk friend signals in control. And unfortunately right now, it just kind of looks like our opponent is, oh, they are back. We just go Den on turn 1. No mulligan, they were just kind of maybe AFK. So what are you playing, opponent? What are you playing in? As we wait, we watch, see what's going on. I'm rather confused if maybe they're just involved in something. Oh, tap land, okay. So Steam Vents could signal Dragonstorm, it can signal Is It Phoenix? A lot of things that it can do. The fact they didn't play out like a Dragon Rage Channeler on turn 1, if it's in the list, is a good sign. But again, this could be like Dragonstorm. Still, if it was and there was Faceless Looting, I think they would have paid the one there. This could also be Jeskai control. Which I don't actively dislike our hand against. It's not super amazing, but we have consistent damage we can at least try to push. We'll probably tell what the next land here. The opponent seems to time out. So this is Jeskai control. With 2 mana up, I'm going to hold back the Burning Tree Emissary, and we're just going to play in a Chain Wielder. And we'll crack in for 2. Put them down to 17. So next turn, we are just going to drop in Torbrand. What I do need to be careful of is Counterspell Magic at that time. I went to play with the Goblin Chain Wielder, because this is just a really solid 3-drop, and if it gets countered, okay. Understandable, it happens. But I need a board state to be able to go in. The opponent could not hit me with an Archmage's Charm. They could, however, hit me with the Absorption spell. Absorb. There's a few things they could do. But I think we're just going to attempt to go in for Torbrand. Opponent is thinking, though. Well, hand and all they've played in is a few lands. Is Mari? Sure, that's fine. Alright, well, with Prismari down, I'm just going to get a free jam at Torbrand, and we're going to go crack in for 5. So our board state right now would have to be met with a board clear, more or less. No, only search for Azcanta. Interesting, okay. And it looks like we may just have lethal. We tap a red, get a green. It might just be Ringleader into Chain Wielder. Go face. I don't know that I played the Burning Tree Emissary. Oh, maybe I do. Play this out, get a red back. So I'm just gonna go, we're gonna hold back the Burning Tree Emissary. We'll haste up our Chain Wielder. Play out the Chain Welder. This will have to demand a counter spell. We put them to 9. Opponent might have a Lightning Helix. Or we have lethal.